All right, guys, welcome back into another NFL DFS video. My name is Polzin with 9 to 5 Sports. Going to be getting into the Sunday Night Football Showdown slate. Now, this is going to be a very interesting slate because, well, we have some injury news. We have Kadarius Toney making his first start for the Kansas City Chiefs. So there's a lot to get into on the slate. I'm kind of excited about the lineup approach or the lineup possibilities that are available on this slate. So we'll begin into that. If you guys enjoy this coverage, make sure to give a like and subscribe. That helps me be able to help you guys out as well. All right, let's get into the showdown picks. So let's just start off with the obvious, guys. Okay, the three easy plays on this slate you just kind of need to make, and it's just whether or not you can afford to put them into your captain build or captain spot on this slate. That is the biggest question. So easily, do I even need to touch on it? Like Patrick Mahomes, yes, you're playing against Tennessee Titans. You're just playing him, okay? Should be able to go for 20 DK points. Derrick Henry, you're going to want to play him regardless. Even with Malik Willis at quarterback, he went off. Okay, yes, it was the Houston Texans, a terrible rush defense, but so are the Kansas City Chiefs. Like, there's no doubting what the Texans are trying to do. Just teams have not been able to stop Derrick Henry. Okay, it's classic Derrick Henry. Just look good the whole year. Should be there. Even if this game becomes a blowout, I think that Derrick Henry will still hold some value because he should still get some targets in the passing game. And honestly, the biggest issue with Derrick Henry could be whether or not the Titans start with the football. Because if they get in the second half, maybe the Chiefs already have too big of a lead for Derrick Henry to really get a ton of workload. You know, and let's just say they have to throw the ball more. Then you would be looking at Dontrell Hilliard. Okay, Hilliard will get a little bit more work in the passing game, and then he'd become a decent price point play. If you are fading Henry, you got to be playing Hilliard. Okay, that's just how it works out. And then the next obvious play, obviously Travis Kelce, their number one receiver, the number one passing weapon, the number one weapon in this passing offense. Okay, Travis Kelce, you just kind of need to play him, should be able to go off and have a good game. The Tennessee Titans are not a matchup in which you are worried about at all. Okay, so from there, we got to figure out what to do. Okay, so Ryan Tannehill is most likely going to be inactive. That's kind of the expectation with the Titans. So they're preparing to have Malik Willis be the starter. And really with Willis, the question would be, is this game going to be a blowout? And if it is, how soft are the Chiefs going to play coverage-wise? Because if they play very soft, he is kind of I don't want to say run first quarterback, but he kind of is. He's kind of like Trey Lance in the sense that if they're playing back like that, which they would be doing in a game that is kind of a blowout, in a game that the Chiefs are playing with the lead, then Malik Willis would have some room to run the football. Okay, because they'd be playing back more. They'd be playing more zone, which they don't really need to. But then Malik Willis, who, you know, is a running quarterback, would hold more value with his legs. Okay, it was kind of terrible throwing the football. Oh well. You know, if you're playing Malik Willis, it's because you think he could run the ball a ton, potentially get a touchdown running the football, or maybe throws for one touchdown in the passing game while getting like 80 rushing yards. I will say there is a path to which you could fade Henry in favor of Willis. Sounds weird, but you could potentially do that. I don't particularly love that. I want to be playing Henry. Let's just talk about the Tennessee Titans pass catchers. Okay, Robert Woods is the receiver number one in this offense, but just how much are they going to throw the football? Probably not too much. Okay, and that's kind of the issue. And then Westbrook is going to be the receiver number two. They're both probably going to play around 80% of the snaps, and then we'll see. The next receiver would most likely be Cody Hollister. And like Cody Hollister is kind of a short reception type of guy. He played about 50% of the snaps last week, and obviously that's with Burks and with Kyle Phillips out. He was the one that they turned to. He was the slot receiver that they went with. So at $200, it doesn't really take much for him to hit value. And so on a slate in which you want to be fitting the studs into your build, you're going to have to try to find some very cheap price point plays. Some plays that it doesn't take much for them to hit value. I think that is Cody Hollister. All it takes is 2 catches. And once again, I do think if the Chiefs are up, this is a situational play. If they're up, they'll be playing, you know, kind of prevent defense, keeping everything in front of them. And then Cody Hollister might get some dump offs. Just a thought. He did play in 50% of the snaps. If they're playing from behind, could play in more than that. You know, they might be forced to go into more 3 receiver sets. What's interesting about the Titans is that they have been going with kind of a 3 receiver rotation a little bit more. Obviously, Jeff Swaim there playing a lot. Austin Hooper only playing about 45% of the snaps. Now he is their receiving tight end. But then you also have Chig. I'm not going to try to butcher his last name there. He is someone that played about 44% of the snaps. Once again, if you're trying to find some value, maybe he's someone you're looking at because all it takes is, you know, 1 or 2 catches to hit value and you're sitting pretty. Could be someone you look at, not someone you have to play. All right, and then looking at the Chiefs kind of running back situation, CH just priced up too high, like he's been pretty much this whole season for a guy that's really kind of the third string running back right now. Isaiah Pacheco expected to be the starting running back. You know, coming off of a bye as well. Kind of expect his usage and snap count to be a little bit higher, playing about 44% of the snaps last week. Could see that getting up to 60. Right now, though, Jerick McKinnon is still the leading snap count getter. So, like, the safest play running back wise, you would think would be Jerick McKinnon, which is weird, okay? Kind of just a stay away like they've been the whole year. Like, the Chiefs running back room is just a stay away. I do not want to be playing those guys. It is a worry to me. So I've just been going with the pass catchers. Now, the biggest question on the slate is like, what's going to happen with Kadarius Toney being there, okay? It seems like he's healthy and active and ready to go. Guys, he's been someone I've been excited about this whole year. For some reason, there's some weird stuff going on in New York where, yes, he was injured. That was very clear. But at the same time, he's magically healthy now. It's weird. Like, just how injured was he? We don't know. We just don't know. And honestly, like, could he maybe have been healthy and ready to go for the Giants 2 weeks ago? And maybe they just want to sit him out one more week? That could very well be true, okay? We just don't know that for sure. He is someone talent-wise, I honestly think he's their best receiver talent-wise. Okay, he's been someone I've been excited about. Now, is he going to play a lot? Probably not. Could he play 50% of the snaps? Maybe. My kind of expectation for Toney here is that he's going to be taking over kind of for Sky Moore, at least in this game, which would mean that he's going to play in about 20% of the snaps with the potential to get to 50% of the snaps, depending on how they see him as an asset right now. A risk-reward based play. It could pay off. Probably not going to pay off in this game just yet, but the Titans are a great matchup, and it really wouldn't take much for him to hit value. Maybe a couple of design plays go his way and he pops one, As price point, though, definitely risky. Now, Juju has been targeted a ton. He has been their most safe and consistent receiver. We can see a bunch of games he's had over 8 targets, okay? The problem with him is he didn't really play that many snaps in the last game. It was a blowout, okay? I kind of think that's why. I do think he's going to be the one you can trust the most. The problem is he's kind of priced that way. It makes it more difficult to afford to pay for him. I don't think MVS's role is going to change too much, okay? He is a deep threat. He is someone that is going to get a couple of targets each game down the field. Can he catch one of those? That's basically it. I like him at his price point here, especially given the matchup. Like, the chances of him having one big play hit, I kind of like tonight against the Titans, and especially given the price point, like, not trying to force it too much. And then McCole Hardman, just how many snaps is he going to get? That's the biggest question. Hardman has been a guy that's been playing about 40 to 60% of the snaps. Is his role going to change at all with Toney there? That's the biggest question, okay? I don't have that answer. No one has that answer. This is speculation. You don't know. I do feel like MVS and Juju are going to be the safer of the two receivers. And then we just don't know in this Kansas City offense. They just like to have weapons. They like to keep people ready to go, keep their legs fresh. So we don't know. It's a guessing game there. So if you are playing MVS, I don't hate the idea of playing him in the captain spot, because what you are hoping for is production like this. If you're playing MVS, you are saying that he is going to catch a couple of big balls, okay? You are taking an educated decision here, saying that, all right, I think he has a chance to score a deep touchdown. I think he has a chance to score a 60-yard touchdown. Then you just want to play him in the captain spot, because then he probably would be going for 17, 15 DK points, and then you get that bonus on there. That is something that I kind of like. And then from there, can we play Juju? Maybe. Yeah, we can play Juju in here. So then from there, what are we doing? We can go Cody Hollister at a cheap price point. We could go the tight end play at a cheap price point. Obviously, we don't love this, but it is something that works. It's okay. Not great, not preferred, but it is something that can work on this slate. Now let's try to do one with just Patrick Mahomes in the captain spot, see if that's possible. You can actually make it work decently well. Patrick Mahomes in the captain spot. Obviously you'd play like Dontrell Hilliard and Willis, kind of just game script wise. Patrick Mahomes going off. Then you're looking at Hilliard to get in on more passing situations. Then Malik Willis, like I said, might have some room to scramble there. Not something I particularly am going out of my way to play, but you could. Then you're looking at Travis Kelce, MVS, and Jerick McKinnon. Now let's do one more version of this build. Let's say you want to get cute with it. You're putting Kelce in the captain spot, Hilliard still as the Titans player. Then you're going Hardman, Mahomes, MVS, and maybe Toney. You don't have to, but then you're just trying to get all the top pass catchers besides Juju. You couldn't afford Juju, so you're going that route. Not terrible. Something you could do. And then just the last of the builds that you could go with. Let's just say, yes, they are able to ground and pound it. The Titans are having success via the ground. It is the Derrick Henry show, which would be great. Then you can play this lineup as well. You still get Hardman, you still get Mahomes, you still get MVS, and you still get Kelce, and then you're forced to play someone like Cody Hollister. All lineup passes that are good enough. Game script-wise, you would think that they should be able to hit. That is what we're hoping for. So as you guys can see, a little bit better lineup process tonight. So hopefully that helps us out on the slate. If you guys enjoyed the coverage, make sure to give a like and subscribe. That helps me be able to help you guys out. Let's have a good slate. If you guys want to become a 9-to-5 member, get access to the NFL DFS cheat sheet, as well as the NFL DFS lineup optimizer, which is also available for NBA and PGA DFS. You can do that. I do want to remind you guys, the 9-to-5 membership is geared towards a PGA DFS membership. It is a premium PGA DFS membership that also includes NBA and NFL for you guys. All right, thanks for watching. Let's have a good slate, and as always, let's keep cashing.